This is a college football playoff quarterfinal game at the Peach Bowl. It's the Tennessee Volunteers against the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines for some of the key storylines. Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye. Coach said he has addressed that with his team. When you don't play in that first week, sometimes you come in slow or a little sluggish after a long layoff. Coach said we've worked all week to get out to a quick start. I believe in our opening script, and our guys want to set the tone early. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the first series. Back to you. Okay, thank you, Holly. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. As the first down is still going. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Strong play by the Bulldogs' elite running back, and that'll make Georgia fans really happy, Joel, when they see an offensive line and a back running behind them doing well in a postseason game. A lot of good memories.
Got to be some of the best memories in college football. Chris, think about the lineage of backs and run game that they've had at Georgia. I think it's probably second to none, all the way back to Herschel, and then you got Gurley and Chubb and Sony Michel. These guys have been elite for so long, and this group is no different. This run game is special.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good third down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into third and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have first and second down success and put them in position for an easy conversion?
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Look out, they continue to crank the tempo. Great execution, Joel, early in this playoff game.
Well, Chris, I knew they were going to go fast, but, man, seeing it in person, this is like hyperspeed. And the defense told us they would be ready, but they're not quite ready for this tempo.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
He's got space, headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Wow, an explosive run, just ripping apart this defense in the opening drive, Joel, and making an early statement.
This is exactly what the coaches mentioned to us. They wanted to establish the run, win the line of scrimmage, and they're able to do this on the opening drive. This defense is going to have to adjust, or this could be a long day.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They're going to run it here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that previous play. An inside deal now from the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
Looking to pass this time. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Yeah, this is smart. Get this guy going early. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving out on the outside. And the quarterback told us this week he loves throwing the football to him. If they get him established early, I'll tell you what, they're going to be tough to beat.
And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. The Vols look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Vols, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, and perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time for one more play here in the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Look out, he's breaking free. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Second down after that run on the previous play. fighting off the defender. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looking for his big tight end. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's got a crease. End zone ahead. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game. Get to play action pass, you get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Second down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. The Volunteers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The tight end has got it, and he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. No surprise, the tight end making a play here in this must-win game, Joel. He's been a solid, effective weapon all season.
Well, this guy is such a matchup nightmare in the red zone. That's the exact conversation we had with all these defensive coaches, as they were saying they're going to have to target him and probably double-team him, in particular here in the red zone. He's been so effective getting into the end zone this year. This is where I think they need to double-team him, Chris.
They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Touchdown, Volunteers. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense. Just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. Second and inches, anything is at your disposal.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looks like Georgia will have the first down. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry.
You can tell they're trying to get away from the interior of this defensive line here. Even on short yardage, they're tossing the ball out on the outside, and that's where you're really trusting your back to find the seam, get vertical, and get the line to gain. And he's able to do it and move the chains. Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Hard center guard, getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. With a timeout now called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He barrels into the end zone. That's just power of football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage, because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds, but a big chunk play moves the ball near the 50.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation.
A deep shot right down the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Picks up the first, looking for more. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. The Volunteers line it up with first and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense is still clicking. See if they can convert the point after.
Chris, I love when the offense just utilizes the size of the tight end, in particular near the goal line. Here he's able to just box out the defenses, exactly like Jesse Palmer always says. It's a basketball play. Let him post up, and they do it here for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The back's got it. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They stop it with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Sees him open, breaks into the clear, right down the middle, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Georgia. No chance to catch him there. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get...
Got an opening here. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
And the Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Bishop. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. If you're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the run.
Oh, he's got open space. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And the Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
We always talk about a pass rusher having a great motor, and this is a great example of that on the edge. This defensive end, he didn't beat him right away, but it's just the effort to sustain the rush that ultimately gets home. Beautiful job right there, and a nice job by this secondary covering up those easy, quick throws.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bishop. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. Now play number 9 on this drive. He hands it off from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Excellent play by this defense. Getting that tackle for loss and creating a 2nd and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating 3rd and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
It's Georgia on top right now, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. And that's a solid return after the interception. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's 3rd down. You're trailing, have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. We're going to stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Looking deep downfield to the left. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Dogs. Another score as this offense continues to execute at a really high level. Look, they were expected to win this game, but coming off the layoff, Joe, we wondered, were they capable of this kind of execution? They've answered that question.
They've answered it emphatically. And, Chris, this is always the talking point. It's about the rust of the layoff. This is the conversation now surrounding this new playoff format, the expanded playoff format. How well will the higher seeds handle the break? This group has handled it incredibly well. The execution have been off the charts, and here a nice, comfortable lead after that touchdown. This group has handled it so well.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. A positive start for this freshman, Joe, who's had such a solid season. The defense, frankly, hoping they could rattle this young guy in a playoff game. But he looks good there.
Chris, he looks so calm to your point, and that's something that I was even wondering about is what his nerves were going to be like as a young player in this environment. Remember, it's a veteran player's game in this day and age in college football. We don't see many freshmen succeeding in this position in this moment, and yet here he is, calm as a cucumber and just dealing down the field.
That's reeled in. It's Bishop. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of a 17. The ball's come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Took contact on the throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. This will fall incomplete and a turnover